Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
I would like to address the allegations that I am a crab.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys episode 143.
Let's fucking go. It's so many episodes. What are we going to do for episode 150?
I don't care. We'll worry about it when we get there.
Yeah,
But
okay. I love that.
We need to get business, or what is it called? Our itinerary? What is it called when you have like a thing? You're right at the beginning of a podcast.
What?
I just need to check in with you before we officially start the podcast. Do you have any new injuries this week that we need to talk about, get out, that you've injured yourself? Because for the past 2 weeks, you've returned with a new, pretty horrific injury.
I know.
Not like one that would leave a scar. I guess you probably have a scar on your foot.
I do.
But
I do.
I guess, yeah. What would you say? What would you qualify an injury to be? A severe one that takes you out of your sport for a year or something like that. You could feel for a year afterwards.
I think one that leaves long-lasting physical or mental anguish.
Yeah, well, some people's mental anguish they could get a slap on the wrist, and that'll leave a mental anguish on them for if you slap someone on the wrist at the right time when they're a kid, when they're one of their formative neurons is being
Sure, I mean, yeah. I still think it counts as an injury because some people get stomped by a bull and they don't get injured. Some people get stomped by a bull and they are injured, you know.
Yeah, some people
are weak and some people are stoppable.
I don't even think it's how weak are you in that minute?
Yeah, because I have strong days, but I have days where I'm like, no, dude, not even the smallest thing it will derail me. Dude, I've just been.
Wait, you're good. You're good today.
I'm good today.
No new injuries.
No, I've been taking care of myself. I haven't. Well, here's the thing. I haven't done anything.
Yeah, you've been too injured to get injured.
I've barely stretched. I'm stretching a little bit and just like really taking it easy. I should stretch more, honestly. I'll stretch after this.
Yeah. Why don't you
I should stretch during this.
Why don't you do yoga?
I do yoga, but I can't right now because my arm came out of socket.
No, there's other yoga things you can do.
What?
Yeah, yoga's a full body experience.
That's what I'm stretching. It's the same difference.
You don't need that. Don't. We're not paying you to stretch right now.
Let's go.
I guess they are. What?
Yeah, I was like, I literally am.
I feel like I have an injury currently in the works.
Oh, what are you working on?
Because I bought that our grocery store across the street they just unveiled it, or maybe it was last night, but they unveiled grocery store sushi. And I ate half of it. And
wait, they didn't have it before?
They have a sign. They have a sign that's like brand new.
Oh!
I'll show you the picture. I took a picture of it. Well, let's see. Where is it? Where? Sushi is now available. Look how unappealing that looks.
Fuck, man. Yeah, it doesn't look great.
And I was like, I know it's bad. Because have you ever had gas station sushi?
Yeah, I love gas station sushi.
And it's like grocery store sushi. You know what you're getting. It's gonna be bad, but it's right there. I want it right now.
Yep, I'm a big right now guy.
I don't have to wait. I don't have to I don't have to go to a place. There isn't all the pageantry. It's just grocery store sushi.
I like it. Most of the time.
I got it. And it looked like, okay, this is gonna be a 5 out of 10 experience, which is really good for grocery store sushi.
That's what you want.
And then I got halfway through it and I'm like, I think the imitation crab is going to get me sick.
Oh, no.
So I got that, and then I threw it away halfway.
You threw food away?
I know.
Let everyone know that if Mac threw half the sushi away, that it would have killed a lesser man.
Yeah, it felt...
Dude, it would have I would be dead right now if I had eaten that.
That's just one of those, you always have to trust your gut. Oh,
fuck, dude. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen you throw food away.
It just didn't. There's some little voice in my head is like, nah, dog.
I literally watch you eat food that you're like, I hate this, and then you just kept eating it.
I hated this.
Dude, that's crazy. So
It didn't even look bad. It was just something. The Holy Ghost. The Holy
Yeah, I was
Spirit.
gonna say, you know when people always tell a story, but they're like, I avoided the 15-car pileup. I was there, and some
guardian
little, a
angel.
spirit told me. They said, no, don't. And then that's what your guardian angel came down and was like, this is fucked up,
Dude,
bro.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
There's some new virus that'll be unleashed on the world
Yeah.
just because I eat some weird sushi. That's China gets too much blame. The stuff over here we eat in America, how many diseases do you think I created in America from the shit we eat?
I don't know.
Deep frying Oreos.
I love that we're like
inventing new types of diabetes over here.
We've got bird diabetes.
Oh yeah, bird flu is the new one coming out. There's like a new variant of bird flu.
Yeah.
So if you see me slowly get greener during it was an hour ago.
Really?
How long does it take for food poisoning to hit you?
It can take like anywhere from like an hour to 24, I think.
Depending on how strong. You got the H1N1.
It's like slow release.
Food poisoning.
It depends on how much food's already in there.
No, I think that is one of my strong points. I can count on like one hand how many times I've gotten food poisoning.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's so much food in there already. It's like you got to compete. Too many things trying to get me sick. Nothing that really does.
Oh, okay. I've gotten food poisoning, I can remember specifically, from a bean burrito at Beto's. So now I can't eat refried beans from Beto's. I can get like a Tejano burrito and stuff.
I think we recommended that last
Yeah,
Patreon episode.
If you eat meat, it's great. It's a great place to go. I would never eat there now.
I've gotten food poisoning at places and gone back to those places because I'm like, it was just a fluke.
No.
Because I've eaten there 100 times.
I can never eat. My body literally is like, forces me to gag it. My body is so caveman attuned up that it goes, I recognize the predator, and it forces me to stay away. It goes, if you eat this plant, you'll die. It's that thing where, like, so my body's like, it's like, dude, do not eat Dairy Queen. Like, it knows. It literally knows.
See, I'm too.
You've overpowered.
I'm too evolved.
Yeah, no, you've overpowered.
I'm a logistician where I'm just like, surely I've only gotten sick eating there 1 out of 100 times. I should be good another 100, maybe 200 times. Because now I'm stronger from getting food poisoning there. It won't happen again. Lightning will not strike twice.
It is funny that I grew up for most of my life and was like, I'm a logic guy. I'm a big into Seneca and fucking all these Stoics, and like I'm a fucking no feelings guy. And it turns out, dude, gut feelings, magic, and fucking just straight. All of that is the real how I run. Now that I've leaned into it, my life has gotten so much better.
See, I
just listen to my body, dude.
Why can't you live in both worlds like me?
Because I don't want to live in your world.
No,
it's bad.
No, it is bad. but I'm saying I think there is a balance between magic and logic.
Dude, my guardian angel talks to me all the time.
What is he saying?
He says a lot of stuff I don't listen to. But he does say things. He goes, put on a condom. And I go,
has he ever,
sweet baby, no.
Have you ever regretted not listening to your guardian angel?
Yeah.
And like, damn.
Yeah, no joke, I have.
And you're like, someone's looking out for me and I should listen more.
I had like a crazy gut feeling about like a couple things. One I can't even talk about on the podcast where I was like, literally, it was such a gut feeling that I told my mom about it. Yeah. It was really weird for me, but I was like, my mom's like, she's a little woo-woo. I was like, what do you think about it? And she was like, seems sketchy. Don't go with this thing. And I did it anyway, and I was right.
A lot of people I grew up with in the church have a dozen or so stories like that. And me, I don't have any. Which is one of those things where it's like, hey, God never talked to me. So when he wants to, the line is open on my end.
Yeah.
I'll talk to. What if he just doesn't like me? I would be cool with that. I would understand.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're just not friends. Like, we're related. I get it. You stay over there. I'll stay over here. We don't have a problem with each other. I mean, I don't think God likes all of his children equally.
Definitely not. That's not how real people work.
Yeah, he says Jesus is his favorite, right?
Yeah.
So,
or his least favorite.
What do you? Oh,
if you send your kid, what if you have two kids and you're like, Gary, you have to go get tortured and nailed to a cross. And then Gary's like, why doesn't Jeff go? And you're like, Gary, I'm asking you.
I love.
Yeah.
I trust you more.
Yeah, I love you the most. And then you're looking at Jeff like, shaking your head. Yes, Gary's like, fuck. And then Gary has to go get nailed to that shit, dude. I think God has a daughter, and she got crucified, but everyone is like, whatever. And he's like, fine, I'll send my son.
Oh, you think he maybe she got sent to a different planet?
No, what if he had a daughter and he sent her to Earth to get crucified for our sins, but she couldn't carry the cross? She wasn't strong enough. So they're like, oh, fuck, let's just send the skinny guy.
Well, isn't that what Jews believe? That Jesus was like, he was a guy. He wasn't the guy, but he was a guy.
The Messiah.
So I'm saying there could have been a lady Jesus. There could have been hundreds of Jesuses, and lots of people were like, nah, you're not the real one. And so Christians were like, that guy was the one. Meanwhile, there's hundreds, if thousands of other Jesuses being like, no, I'm the guy. And Jews are like, nah, the guy hasn't showed up yet.
Yeah, they do say that. You know, the closest thing to Lady Jesus is actually the coolest version of Jesus.
What's that?
Ladies represent Joan of Arc.
What happened to her? Give me. I don't know anything about Joan of Arc.
I don't know enough about her, but she basically was just some peasant girl who was like, God talks to me, and people were like, oh, you're fucking wrong.
She had Godtism.
Yeah, she had Godtism, and they were like, she was like some French girl, so obviously she's like hot or whatever. And she's like
cigarettes and being
like, dude, and just
I don't
eating
shave
baguettes.
my bush.
She's like, I cannot wait until I am 40. I will fuck all these 17-year-old French boys.
French women, I would like to say, French women, they always have very saggy tits, but they're very hot. They somehow pull it off.
Yeah.
Right?
If you're hot, you can have anything you want.
That is true.
No body type can fight being hot. That's what people don't understand when they talk about bodies and shit.
That is true. When it's like, people are like, do men find stretch marks unattractive? We don't pay attention. If you're hot, we don't notice them.
And
if you have a scar down your face and body, or we don't notice if you're hot, which sucks for
if you're big,
ugly people, because there's ugly people who have like 6-pack abs.
Yeah,
and you're kind of like, all right, she's got abs, but
what do I do with this?
And you're like, maybe if I put a bag and turn off the light, like it does suck. And hotness is an overall thing.
Yeah.
But if you're hot, you can have quote unquote undesirable features.
This is why people are obsessed with bodies, especially women.
What do you mean?
Because men do it too. We do it to them because we're out of our minds and we need to say things we shouldn't say, like you and I do on the podcast all the time.
No, I
but
don't
also
stand by everything I say.
Women obsess about certain features and stuff. Their eyelashes, their fucking stretch marks, their hip dip, their thigh gap, their size of their tits, the shape of blah blah blah, their weight. None of that matters. All that matters is if you're hot. But then girls are like, well, what makes someone hot? It must be all these things we obsess about. No.
They help.
Being hot is unquantifiable. I truly think, like, it doesn't even, you would think, like, oh, it means a good face. It doesn't. I truly do not know what makes someone hot. All I know is when I see it, I know it.
Yeah.
And there are certain people who dress really well, and I'm like, that's a part of what makes you hot. There are certain people who dress like shit, and I'm like, that's a part of what makes you hot. There are people with perfect faces, and I'm like, that's what makes you hot. There are people with kind of a fucked up face, and I'm like, I think I'm in love with you.
You ever seen an ugly girl, and she has that, like, just really confident sexuality, and you're like, damn.
Yeah, you're hot.
You're pulling it off.
You're hot, but you're ugly. That's the thing. Hot
is
is something you exude. It's not how you look.
Mm-hmm.
Being ugly is, dude, I know hot with, like, dude, I truly, and this is mean because I don't know her or anything about her really, but Paris Hilton's ugly to me.
What?
Yeah.
No. If you learn more about her,
I know I probably would like her.
I think she would be hot because she does play this like Barbie bimbo.
Yeah, my perception of her is bad. I understand that.
No, I think that is a facade that she's put on. She's actually like a pretty funny, smart person.
Yeah,
she's doing a Norm Macdonald where she's like actually
where you're actually a bisexual weirdo
doing like wait, what Norm?
Yeah.
I don't.
No, that's real.
Did Norm fuck you?
No.
Did
Well, I went out with Norm.
Did
He invited me out to
like-
dinner multiple times.
he's like,
Seems kind of sus.
I was like, hey, why don't you suck on my cock?
He never said it, but he put me in situations where I could have.
I think he was just fucking with you.
I don't know. I think that the evidence is there.
The way that
Norm is one of the only. Think about how edgy he was.
Hey, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Think about how edgy he was, and the fact that the only gay jokes he ever made were about he wouldn't come out of the closet, and he literally said he refused to make jokes about trans people as far back as 1980.
Although that's not proof because I know a lot of I
he
know
said-
I know a lot of old school gays who don't like trans people.
But it's more proof that he was bisexual
oh,
or gay, full on. Where was his wife?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know about a lot of comics' wives.
Come on, man. Think about it.
This is your new conspiracy.
This is my conspiracy. Norm Macdonald was bisexual or gay.
That's a good one.
Dude, he invited me out to dinner with him multiple
Wait.
times. He bought me steak dinner. I'm only now realizing I think Norm wanted to fuck me.
No.
When I opened for him, he invited no one else at the club.
Do you think Norm Macdonald is
I thought it
gay?
was because I was funny, but now I'm realizing
No.
I was an open micer.
Yeah.
He just...
I don't know. He might have liked you.
He might have. I mean, he gave me his phone number.
Might have fancied you a little bit.
Dude.
Dude, that is the way to do it.
I should have fucked... No, I would have.
That is the way to do it. I'm a fan of old school. Keep it to your. I don't tell people my sexuality.
Yeah, you do all the time.
No.
Constantly.
You don't know what I am.
Everyone knows exactly
You
what
don't
you like.
know. I say what I want with the character of MacArthur.
Okay, yeah.
See, I'm gonna die, and you're gonna be like, "Was Mac trying to fuck me for that whole decade?"
No.
You just never.
No.
We'll see.
Damn, dude.
Which historical figures do you think were actually gay?
What were we talking about Joan of Arc?
Yeah, you were gonna
Anyway,
tell me
Joan
about
of
Joan
Arc
of Arc.
spoke to God, and one day she was like, God told me to... She went to like a battle, and she was like, hey, God told me you should attack this hill, and everyone was like, that's suicide, and a bunch of guys were like, fuck it, we don't have any better ideas. Let's do what this little girl says. And they did it, and it worked, and they're like, well, she talks to God, and then she like helped lead the French to victory over the English. And then eventually they burned her alive.
Was she hot?
Yeah, according to everybody.
There it is.
Her best friend was this knight, the Guy de Ries, and he was like a national hero in France, like this badass dude, like her right-hand man. And then it turned out that he was really into murdering children.
Like
literally like a serial killer.
Like random kid? Damn, that's such a
like he
lame-
would have people bring him children and then he would kill them.
That's such
No
a-
one knows why. Like maybe he was doing some like weird religious pagan or like Christian, like who knows who knows why he just liked to murder kids.
I don't respect killers who kill below them, who fight out of their weight class.
Well, but he also fought at the front of me, like he was hard as fuck.
Oh, so maybe he like wanted to keep killing, but he's like, I've already worked so hard to kill. I need just some like casual killing.
Yeah. What if he was like,
easygoing-
yeah, dude. It's kind of like how when you play like StarCraft a lot, and you're like, sometimes you just want to pop in and do a little, just play some balloons or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you want to do a little
You
tower
want to do some
defense.
mindless killing.
Yeah, dude. I gotta play.
Not focused.
Yeah, I just want to chill.
So Joan of Arc canceled by her friend.
Yeah, she was kind of canceled by
She was kind of canceled.
association a little bit.
Yeah, is that what got her on the stake?
No, they got her on the stake because she was like, I talked to God. Maybe the king is bad. And they were like, no,
Yeah,
stop. You've
gotta-
come too far.
God appoints the king.
Yeah, they were like, thanks for helping us beat the English. Don't do politics. And they burned her alive.
That is, I think that is like I can't say for sure, but a lot of religions do believe that the president is chosen by God. Which is very
Yeah.
funny when Trump becomes president, and they're like, "It's part of the plan. You want more, or you want more Biden, or like, I guess Hillary is the worst of two choices."
Yeah, I agree with that.
And so,
Well, I don't know.
No,
They're both so bad.
no, one is objectively worse, and
I-
part of the
I think one is worse No, I think they're both equally bad.
No, one is
one is worse, but the one stopped gay rights from happening and rolled back abortion rights and stuff.
One is part of the Illuminati satanic cabal, and the other is a retard.
Yeah,
who are you gonna vote for?
No, but the one did actually like significantly hurt a bunch of people. One cost me thousands of dollars.
I'm gonna vote for the retard
Or
every
way
time.
more, way more. One cost me so much money. That's the craziest part.
Yeah.
Is that he cost me money. Bitch, you were fucking supposed to be the guy that made it so I didn't pay money.
He did send you money though.
No, you had to pay taxes on it if you had made over a certain amount.
You're paying taxes wrong. So, anyways, what other celebrities do you think have groomed you?
Oh man, I don't know. Actually, no, I do know, but I can't say it out loud.
What?
Yeah, do you not remember a certain?
No, this is the Patreon.
No, it's not. Do you not remember a certain celebrity comedian that I opened for that then slid into my DMs and?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You never told me.
Oh.
You keep all these things secret.
I do. I am kind of private about what I'm up to.
How, without going into detail, how, from where you started to where you are now, do you see like a creepy ghost in Hollywood? Like is there a central thing, or is it just damaged people all the way up?
It's just damaged people, dude.
And some of them,
it's just fucked up.
Some of them
people.
have like a weird, I gotta lick feet.
Yeah.
Like, oh, all right.
I mean, listen, everyone's got weird shit.
Not me.
Matt, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Have you ever had a woman ask to hold on to your penis while you pee?
Hold on to my penis?
Like grip it and aim it and feel it.
While
you're peeing.
No, I haven't had someone directly ask. I do remember a girlfriend who, if that would have popped into her head, we would have done it. This is the girl that when we started dating a weekend, she was shitting with the door open.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, she'd probably be into that.
Yeah.
I have never been directly asked that.
Huh.
Why?
Oh, I'm just curious.
Is there something weird? Have you been asked?
Listen.
Is there a debate you need to
No,
settle?
I've not been asked. I definitely didn't do it.
Why wouldn't you? What do you mean?
Why wouldn't I what? So, do you think it's weird?
I don't think it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I just was
it's one of those,
curious what you thought.
I think it's one of those things where it is like I said, shitting with the door open. If it's a woman, you are like, hey, I'm going to be attached to you for the rest of my life. I do think it is. And some people disagree with me. I know couples that have been.
I'm about to disagree with you.
I know couples that are like, I've been married 30 years to this woman, and I've never seen her vagina. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
We have 8 kids. I keep that like. If you're like a secret type of family, then more power to you. I'm the type of person where I'm like, if I'm going to live and sleep next to someone, we gotta get. I have to be more comfortable with you than I am with my own body. Is how I feel.
But
so,
you live and sleep with me.
No, I'm saying like in the same bed and room.
Oh, okay.
Like
we slept in the same room.
No, but you know what I mean.
Well, you were in the same bed, even technically.
We've gone camping. We've done I've slept in we've done army style. But I'm saying, if you're gonna be with someone day in, day out, you have to be more comfortable with them than you are with yourself. And so, when it comes to breaking down those barriers, I find the peeing on each other in the shower, the pooing with the door open. They're like, hey, open your legs. I need to pee through your legs into the toilets. They're like, sharing the same ice cream spoon is like second date level comfortable. Or some people are like, ew, no. I'm like, God, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't.
How do you put your mouth on someone else's mouth, let alone the rest of their body, if you're like scared of their germs?
It's not being scared of germs. You just have boundaries on purpose.
No, you have boundaries with I have different boundaries with different people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you set boundaries up with the person you love based on whatever.
And those should be as close to no boundaries. I mean, it's fair to have, if you're a serial killer, you got to keep some parts of your life secret from everyone. But if I'm saying that person, if that's the person, you're like, this is the person I'm hooking up with, and they're my number one, you have to be as few boundaries as possible.
Nah, no shits and farts ever.
In front of the other person?
No.
What if you live in a tiny home?
You don't have to shit and fart in front of them.
In a tiny home, you do. It's like one room.
And no, you don't.
Yes.
No, you
what
don't.
What if you live in a one-bedroom New York studio apartment?
What are you talking? You don't have to just be.
What are you like?
Hey, so you work at a place 8 hours a day, or you're just ripping ass in front of people who? No, not at your job. Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah,
you've never worked at a job where it matters.
Yeah, I worked at blue collar jobs where the bathrooms are horrific.
yeah.
So it's like everyone's like,
every job I've ever worked, I've been like, yeah, I'll pull my dick out, like at work. It's funny, but people who work at like an office, you can't just be fucking ripping ass.
yeah.
That's
your office. You should have all the boundaries up with your coworkers. You should not be friends with your coworkers. For your coworkers as your friends is a scheme from the company to be like, yeah, we're your family. We love you. Because that's a scam, because you know how your family always tries to guilt you and to be like, come on, just drive across the country and help me move for free. Also buy me gas and food while you do it. And like it's like that family bullshit.
Does that happen to you?
No.
Oh,
because
okay.
Because I'm smart.
Like what? Wait, hold on.
You know,
seemed so real.
You know how families can and will take advantage of you because of the family thing.
Oh, I know.
So when a company is like, "We're family," you got to be like, "No, you are not. We have a strictly business relationship where you give me money and I show up and pretend to do as good of a job as I do, and we both know we're pretending." And don't try it. And so I hate the office, like friends, like my buddies going to like the after parties. It's cool to have friends at work, but for companies to be like, we're all friends, it's like, nah.
No, I hate that shit too.
So
maybe if I had a job I really cared about. I mean, I guess I go to comedians' parties and stuff, and that counts. That is like me going to work. But I'm passionate about what I do. If I just work at some office fucking doing data entry, I'm not going to your karaoke party or whatever.
No, there's a bunch of comics who are, you're just not.
There's a lot of comics. I don't go to their parties, I'll tell you that.
And you're just like, nah, I'm not.
Dude, yeah, I'm fucking good. But anyway, I don't shit and fart in front of whoever I'm dating. I don't like it. I also work out harder when I'm dating someone, and I would be the one to hurt our relationship if I thought I was unattractive.
That's fair, but why? What about someone seeing you do the most human thing?
It's not that if they saw me, it would be bad. It's that I'm not purposefully putting them in that situation.
So wait, did your significant other ask to hold your wiener? And you said no?
No, I would let someone hold my penis while I pee. That's not shitting and farting.
Would you let someone hold your sphincter open while you shit?
That's the next question.
Because that's like, all right, what are we doing here?
I let someone open my butt cheeks and look at my asshole for science.
Yeah, that's like date 2.
Yeah. That's like first time you ever showered together. Can I look at your asshole?
No,
I guess
that's before you get to third base. You got to do that, just like do a quick peek just in case.
If you're a girl, it's hard to see a guy's ass. Especially I have a juicy badonk. My ass is big. You can't just look in there. It doesn't open up like that.
I'm a traditional guy. I don't think women should be anywhere near men's assholes.
So you don't that's where your boundary is. You don't let them look at your asshole.
I let them look, but they cannot touch.
Oh man.
So wait, what is? I'm perfectly. I'm like, yeah, hold it, hold my wiener while I pee.
Yeah, no, I just didn't. I didn't know that it was a thing women want. Apparently, it's a thing regular women think about and want.
Look, if you're a woman and I'm like, hey, I gotta go pee. Feel free to follow me into the bathroom and be like, can I hold your dick while you pee? And I'm like, sure.
Yeah,
go for it. I'm giving you carte blanche to ask me.
There you go.
With that said, I'm not cleaning up the mess.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that you can't handle. How often do you still accidentally make a mess after 30 years?
It literally happens all the time.
You're just like, whoops.
Nothing's worse than
Got away
in the
from
morning, even if you haven't had sex and the pee's just like it like literally throws a slider pitch. You're like, what the fuck was that about?
That's
Dick?
not my problem. I've never had the dried cum urethra thing where it supposedly.
I think I have a weird urethra, dude. I think it gets stuck together at night.
I think I have a wide urethra.
So you've got you've got it on hose mode.
I got a fire hose, and that's how it gets away. It's like.
No way, mine's usually like pinpoint accuracy, like when you put your thumb over a hose so you can really wash the driveway. Mm-hmm. That's what my piss is like.
No, I've got
dude, it's a pinpoint.
My piss just falls out.
Yeah, dude, you've got a shotgun. I've got a sniper rifle, so
I don't think it's weird. I think it's weird if a stranger asks you.
I'm gonna ask a girl to hold her pussy open while she pees.
Hold her labia aside.
I don't know. It
think
would get
that's the
everywhere
same.
because girls just have a fucking claymore. They have a bomb, a car
No.
bomb.
That's not. Girls can if they spread it out a little, they can piss. They can piss in a stream.
Kind of. It just depends.
It's slightly
Trust
different.
me, I've been on the internet. I've seen quite a few girls peeing.
Have you, or have
Yeah.
you seen them squirting?
I've seen both.
They're different.
I've seen both.
Completely.
Trust me, man. I've seen both.
Would you be comfortable if going up behind your girl and then you would put your arms under her arms, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then feeding her food?
Yeah.
Does that weird you out?
No, I've done that.
That's the same. You've done that?
Yeah.
Have you really done that?
Genuinely am not kidding. I've done that.
What have
like,
you
just
done
been
that?
fucking with someone and you just go up. I remember she couldn't use chopsticks, so I was being like,
Oh.
hey, look, you can use chopsticks now. Yeah, I was doing a whole bit.
Did you do
No.
no. stereotypical?
No.
It's not you doing it. It's her.
Yeah, she did
So
do that.
she gets canceled.
She's canceled now,
for
so
doing
go ahead and
that.
cancel any one of my exes that you feel fine about.
I'm gonna say for the record, it's not weird. It's not weird to be curious about your partner's body.
It's not weird to be curious about. See, you're making it sound like I'm saying something I'm not. I agree.
Well,
that
you're
it's
not saying
weird.
anything. You're just you're
I asked
tiptoeing
for your
around the
opinion.
thing so much. So I have to firmly put my foot in the ground, and you're getting weirdly defensive about my stance.
No, your stance is that you should be watching your partner's shit.
I didn't say that.
You did
See,
say
now
that.
you're doing what I'm
No,
doing.
you. Yeah, I'm using your. Now what I learned by watching you. No, you did say that. You were like, it's cool in the first week to watch your partner's shit.
I didn't say that.
You said it was cool.
I said it was cool that she would shit with the door open, and I was just like,
Yes.
I was like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Yeah. See, you thought it was cool to watch.
I think I prefer that over someone who's like, I need to go, and you're like, go where? And you're like, don't, like someone who's really weird about it.
Just say you have to go to the bathroom. Why does it have to be? Why does you have to? Why are the only options to be embarrassed about shitting or make you watch them shit? There's a middle of that.
No, I like a confident woman. I like a real alpha.
I do like an alpha. I will
Think about
say
it.
this: if a girl, if to have her confident in every other part of her life in our relationship, I had to watch her shit, I would accept that.
It's like a dog. They want you to look at them when they're shitting.
Well, because they want you to protect them. They're not confident. So maybe she's scared.
She's looking-
She's like, Mac will protect me from the ghosts that because you know when you're peeing or you start to shit and you realize you didn't open the curtain first and you're like, there's someone back there.
That is scary.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's the worst, dude. I'm always worried about what's in the curtain.
Why don't you just piss in the shower then?
I do sometimes.
Then you don't.
Do you ever
have
just
to-
wake up at night and then you go and you just open up the curtain and piss into the tub because you don't want to have to aim or think about it?
No, because my aim is perfect.
No, I
Also,
don't.
I
I don't do that. I'm just asking you to try and catch you doing
Also,
it.
I sit down to pee a lot.
I bet you do.
I said more often than not now.
Really? Well, because we have the bidet, so I like to freshen up. Sometimes I have to pee, but I want to freshen up my ass, so I'll fucking throw little splurts. Have you ever turned the bidet on while you're peeing and then it feels like water's going up your ass and out your penis? It's kind of funny.
Never. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to try.
Yeah.
I don't want to try, but you put an image into my head.
Yeah.
and I'm like, I have to feel that.
Yeah, it does. It feels
Oh.
funny, dude. It's really. I laughed so loud when I did it for the first time. I was like, it's like Looney Tunes.
Oh.
Got you, grossed you out.
It doesn't. I'm not gross. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what to feel. It's until I feel it. It's one of those indescribable feelings.
You know what else is a really gross feeling? And this is just people are just gonna have to just deal with how gross. This is.
I think if they're out, they're already out.
Yeah.
If they're in, they're still listening.
Yeah. There's I peed in my wetsuit, but the water was what? So like you pee in your wetsuit normally, and like if the water's cold, the cold water will keep getting into your wetsuit, and your wetsuit will keep reheating it or whatever. But I was in like warm water and like I wasn't catching waves, just chilling. So I peed like a lot, and so I'm just sitting on my board. You know, I go into the water, like try to like get some of it, but I could just feel how warm the piss was in my leg part of my wetsuit for like way too long. I was like, dude, fuck, this is fucked up. I was like, it's the first time I've ever been like, I don't think I pee in my wetsuit anymore.
Why don't they Why don't they like make a little zipper thing on like right by your shin
I don't know.
where you can let the
Well, because they need it. It needs to be like so tight against your skin.
There's not a spot.
There's no zippers except for on the front of a wetsuit, and even then, it's like double layered. Everyone pees in their wetsuits.
I know.
Though. Literally, me and Jared were talking to this, like, you know how surfer girls are just so unimaginably world-endingly hot all the time. So we're talking to this girl, and Jared's like trying to hit on her. He's like, I'm gonna hook up with this girl. She's so fucking hot. We're all sitting there in the wetsuit, and then we're talking to her, and then she goes, "Sorry, what did you say?" I was peeing. And we were just like, oh, okay, so everyone's very cool with this. We're just right next to her.
Was he turned off?
No.
Good for him.
I wouldn't have been either. It's like, who cares?
Peeing in the ocean is like, yeah, you have to.
Peeing doesn't do anything to me gross wise. If I had someone who was like, I get off on being peed on, I'd pee on them all the time. Whatever, fucking who cares?
I would do it, but I would make I've done things where I'm like, I'm uncomfortable with this, but I love you and I'm doing it.
What's the thing you've been most uncomfortable with?
I don't want to talk about it.
Matt got pegged, dude, 100%.
I've never.
You don't get to the point where you're this against butt stuff without having something traumatic happen to your ass.
You know what? I won't deny that because I don't remember a lot of my childhood.
But
I've never, from my memory, from 8 years old and onward, I don't remember. Also, I don't think anything's happened because I have the tightest butthole. I'm willing to like. I would, for science, I would put a butt plug up there, a weighted butt plug to test how tight it is.
A weighted butt plug.
I bet it would surprise you. Stronger. I got a power lifter's butt.
Do you know how girls like put weights in their pussy and hold them?
Benoit balls.
Yeah, let's do it with your ass. I'm sure gay dudes do it all the time, and cool girls.
I bet they do, but I'm saying you lose your elasticity.
That's real.
So, I don't know. That's the weirdest thing.
What?
You're weirded out by that?
I wasn't weirded out by some. I didn't realize that it's something so many women have thought about or would like to do. It just has never occurred. It was like, I have a total blind spot in this, and I was surprised by that. And then I asked you, and you were fine with it. But you've never had an ass of you before.
No. It wasn't someone hasn't like asked to. I mean, I've had those questions, like similar stuff being asked.
What's similar? Similar
stuff is like, I think it's very early relationship. Like, what does it feel like when you're in me? And they're like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, people have asked me that. Yeah, you're like, I don't know. Have you ever? I had someone want me to pee inside of them.
Oh.
And I was like, how would I even do that?
I've done that accidentally, but
what?
You didn't let a little squirt of pee exit. You never drank like a full thing of Gatorade before. You're like drunk, and so you drink a bunch of Gatorade to rehydrate, and then you're fucking later in the night. You're both a little sloshed, and you're like, whoop, let a little pee in there. This is my teen drinking years.
Oh my fucking god, dude! How much is a little bit?
Like more than what a cum shot would feel like.
Whoa, that's a lot, dude. That's a lot.
This is what I was like.
And you just kept going?
No, I stopped. I was like, ah!
Oh, I'm peeing. You were just like half hard? What was it going on here?
Fully.
You were fully hard peeing. I've peed fully hard like a handful of times in my life.
So.
That's crazy.
Shout out to, I think I was like 20-something with my very Christian GF.
And you peed inside of her? You guys were just beginner drunk and you just fuck. What did she say? Did she even know? Did you tell her?
I think I peed in her butt. So I was like, you know what? Not a big deal.
What?
No need.
This is so crazy.
No need to tell anyone.
Was that the first? Is that why you don't fuck girls in the butt anymore?
It's because of her? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because she was really into it, and I was like, I'm not that into it. It's all right.
Yeah, there's a lot of girls who really like it.
And I'm like, good for you. I'll do it for you, but it's not my thing. It's so much. There's so much prep work, so much after work. It's just.
No, there's not.
I don't know about you. For me.
What's the prep work? Are you prepping?
No, she has to flush out her butthole with a bunch of water.
No. I mean, I guess.
If you say no, and then like, okay, well, there's all the after work. We gotta wash all the shit off your dick.
I mean, it's not like just don't go crazy eating that day.
No, it's wrong, and God cries every time you do it.
Then why are Christian girls so into it?
Because they like making men cry. They like being bad, especially sinning. I don't think any women really go to hell.
Really?
I think they get a gimme. It's so they get so much on earth already that they get so many free passes. I think God is also. He's like, you were whatever. Come on in. I think God lets women into heaven.
You think God that does sound like a very you opinion to have,
right? Like I think God is. Women will be like, I know I killed some people, but I'm sorry. And I'm like, all right, you're a lady. Get down in here. It's like any club. Ladies get in for free.
That's true. It's ladies' night. Every night's ladies' night in heaven.
I feel like
that would make hell worse.
Exactly. Why you don't want hell to have women there? Think about the women who would go to hell. It would make hell too fun because those are the dirtiest bitches.
True. Well, what do you do if you're gay and you go to hell? Now it's like kind of cool because gay hell would have women. Because you know how women go to gay bars and gay guys are like, this is a space for us. Get the fuck out of here. And then white women are like, I get harassed at the other bar. And it's like, well, then just have a party at your house.
Yeah.
Stop taking up queer spaces, you dumb fucking bitch. I don't know. That's a controversial opinion, but I do feel that way.
I think the onus falls on the bar.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, some bars are way more cool with it than others. But if queer people ask you not to be in their space, get the fuck out.
How would they know?
They've been asked.
I would not tell them my identity.
True.
I'd be like, I'm not comfortable sharing it. So it's so easy to play them at their own game.
Yeah, you can do that.
Except for a gay guy bar. They're like, you're not a guy. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So anyways, I do think...
Where's your cool mustache and leather underwear? Then they would get you.
I shaved. I had to for my job. Man, I'd be a cool
Why
gay.
don't you have a mustache? You could have a good one.
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's going on with your hair? What's your plan?
I don't have a plan. I never have a plan with my hair.
Yeah, you just keep doing weird shit with it. Why do you get haircuts that aren't real haircuts?
I think I'm going to do the taxi driver.
Get a haircut where you get the sides taken in and leave stuff on the top.
Why do
you always get a haircut that's just like a buzz cut, but like it's a millimeter shorter on the sides. So you can't even tell it's a haircut.
Why? I do it because it makes you so mad. It makes everyone mad.
Well, you're wasting your money. It's like just shave your head at that point.
I shave my head and people get mad.
Yeah, but at least you're not wasting money when you do that.
And you're like,
you've only ever gotten the world's worst haircuts, except for the one time you got a mullet. You got so many compliments, and then you got mad because people kept making the same joke at you.
No, not when I had the beginning. After a while, the Ron Jeremy jokes kept happening. But now you see why I don't get haircuts, because they're always bad.
Yeah, well, what are you talking about? Just go, literally bring them a picture of Diego and say, give me this.
I don't want his
Diego
haircut.
Specifically has a haircut where he doesn't have to like maintain it all crazy, and he looks great.
I look great right now. Look at this hair.
You're both Latin too. You have like the same hair. Get the fucking thing.
I don't want his
Just
haircut.
bring a photo of Diego. Just like, look at this model. I want to look like this.
I'm gonna bick my head and grow my mustache out.
I wish you
would.
Gonna see. That's a hard fucking look.
No.
That's sick.
Have you ever seen full blown Latino mag?
I know exactly. Oh, but I know about Latinos who bick their head and have a sick mustache. That's a fucking hard look. You should do that.
I've done it, and no, I look so funny when I do it.
Yeah, you kind of look like an egg if you did that.
No, it's my head is too fat.
It would look good if you fucking. When are you getting? What is the criteria for you to get abs now? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
It changed.
But I was gonna say when I bake my head and have a mustache, I have like white ladies being like, "Excuse me, hola," but like just too many people speaking Spanish at me. Like I have like black women speaking Spanish at me, and I'm like, I don't speak Spanish.
That's so funny.
So I have to stay away from that look because it becomes too hard to maintain in my normal life.
When we used to live in Astoria, people would speak Russian to me all the time. And sometimes like the Korean ladies, like that work at like the grocery store or whatever, they would be like, Russian? I'd be like, no, American. They'd be like, oh, they all thought I was Russian. which is pretty funny. I don't know. I don't think I look Slavic, but maybe I just look exotic enough that they're like, "What's his deal?"
Yeah, you gotta. I could see you.
Yeah, I can see people see it thinking I'm European. It's happened.
When you shave everything, when you're smooth. Russians are very smooth.
Yeah, I haven't shaved in a while because I just don't. I'm lazy. I should shave the whole way and see how I feel.
When your facial hair right now with the mustache and the little. The gruff, you look like I said, Fresno, California.
Oh yeah.
You kind of, if you dyed your hair, you might look like the main guy from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I'm gonna shave. I'm gonna bick my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to look like the Red Hot Chili
No,
Peppers guy.
you're forever Southwest.
Yeah, it's true. I
You
guess he
can't-
does all right for himself.
Look, he does great. You know,
True.
he looks great. I don't want to speak on his music.
Yeah.
But
I like the mustache though. It's all right.
So. Yeah, I don't want to talk about haircuts. They're a contentious point.
It's
in my
so
life.
easy to just bring a picture of what you want.
I've done that before, and they still
You go to a guy.
every guy has fucked up my hair.
You
and
go
it
to
becomes
the
a
worst
cyclical,
places.
It becomes a cyclical problem where it's just one of those
You
things.
keep going to you're like, oh, I went to the vet to get my motor oil changed. And I did a bad job.
Why does a haircut cost $50 now?
Because it's important and
No,
people know it is.
Inflation is.
It doesn't. Diego goes to someone who costs like $30.
That's insane. $30.
Oh yeah, is it insane to look good and have women want to suck your pee?
Yes, they shouldn't want that,
Dude, you're not. A haircut is literally 80% of how a woman sees you. I'm not joking. It's more important than how you dress.
And guess what? I don't want a woman to fuck me because of my haircut. You
want a woman to fuck you in spite of your haircut. And how's that working out for you?
When it works great.
Okay, that's not.
I'm out here looking.
60% of the time, it works every
I'm
time.
looking for true love, and I want someone to love me for what's in here and not what's up here.
Well, you gotta. How are they gonna find out what's in if they're like? How do you know? You're like, oh man, that Camaro has a great engine in it. I'm not gonna get in it because it's full of bed bugs.
Dude,
and then yeah, of course so they're never gonna find out it's a fast car because the inside of it smells like skull and has bugs everywhere.
Do you remember at the beginning of the podcast we were saying your beauty, despite what you do,
you're not beautiful. You're mean.
How dare you?
Yeah.
I am.
I'm not beautiful either. I literally
recently
had multiple posts on Facebook with thousands of people saying I was ugly.
I agree with him now. You're me. How dare you not? How dare you call me not beautiful?
Okay, well,
look at me. You don't think I'm
I think that we could both use the help. You think that my tattoos aren't helping me out?
Oh, they help you out. They help and hinder.
They help and hinder with certain things, but still, or having like hair, like having a look of course it helps. You should do something, anything.
You're so obsessed with my hair.
Dude.
Why don't you cut my hair?
I will. Will you let me?
Only if you do what I tell you to do.
I don't know what you're going to want.
I'm just going to go for the good old Robert De Niro Taxi Driver.
Why don't you get a mullet, but like with your hair at its length now? So like just a little one where it's like, it kind of looks like a normal haircut, but then when you're like, oh, hey, look, he's got one of these, like a redneck mullet.
Why don't I do the Friar Tuck? I haven't tried that one yet.
You could.
just big. Why don't I do one of those samurai Buddhist things where only they have a yarmulke of hair?
Yeah, that one is
right
crazy.
on the top.
What are they fucking doing with that one?
They bick everything else.
What is that for?
It looks cool. I like anything. I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying people know that you don't care about yourself.
They should love me for it.
No.
They should.
Your thing is where like I want someone to love me despite. It's like how are they ever going to get to know you if they don't see anything? Like you're never going to I don't know, man. It's like
if you don't deserve me at my slob, you won't even get to see Six Pack Mac.
Damn. Yeah. When you played Doom, didn't you see the box art and you were like, here we go?
Who gives a shit about Boxheart?
Everyone. So many people.
No, I don't care.
I know that we know in our heart of hearts it doesn't matter. But you want to move unit.
I don't want to move units. I'm taking a vow of celibacy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
From now on.
I think you were fucking when we were gone this weekend.
We'll never know because my vow of celibacy. I wasn't taking a vow of silence.
I remember that. You took a vow of silence the other night. Why did you take that vow?
I didn't.
Oh.
But I was playing along with a bit. Someone.
Nice. I wonder how long I could go with not talking here at the house.
Have you ever gone have you ever been camping for like a couple days? Or ever been like alone for like a week and then you talk for the first time and you don't realize you're like
No, because when I have been camping by myself, I think the longest I ever spent by myself was 2 weeks or 13 days.
Yeah.
I spent 13 days completely alone, and I talked to myself the whole time.
You talk to yourself. Why?
Yeah, I talk to myself. I talk to the trees. I talk to rocks like they're real. I don't know, man.
Just to keep yourself.
I don't know. It's just how I do that anyway.
No.
I literally do that shit when I'm alone or around someone I'm really comfortable with. I'll talk to stuff. I don't know. I just do it.
I'm completely content staying up in here.
Yeah, I don't know. I talk out loud. Do.
To where my voice atrophies.
I have but I do have an inner monologue too, and then it says things also, but I don't say, I don't.
You don't tell the trees your weird thoughts.
Yeah, the trees only.
Hi, tree. I'm pissing on you.
Well, if I'm alone, why would I piss on the tree? I'll just piss in the open. It's much more freeing.
No, what?
Yeah, dude. If I'm alone and I'm in Utah camping by myself, I would never piss on a tree on purpose. You only piss on a tree to hide your penis.
No,
the tree understands at that point. But if you're in the middle of nowhere and you piss on a tree, the tree's gonna be like, "The fuck are you pissing on me for?"
You piss on the tree to hydrate the tree.
Nah, dude. I just fucking
especially
lean back, dick out, so for hundreds of miles of view to my dick, and then I just let the stream gloriously go.
No.
Oh, dude, it's so freeing, and you just don't even hold it. You just let it fucking go.
No, I like to choose a plant because we're talking about desert camping.
Yeah, you just piss, dude.
I like to choose a plant, and I'm like, here you go, Mr.
Also,
Plant.
if you go by a tree or a plant, you make it so that you get snuck up on because you're blocking one of your lines of view. I like to pee. I have all directions. I can see if an eagle's swooping on my penis.
No.
I can see if a coyote's going to bite it.
The tree,
I can see if a snake's going to try and suck it. I'm everywhere at once.
The tree provides cover.
No, dude.
In case someone... Because you're
That's
out,
what you think.
No,
but the real predators want you to think that.
No, because if you're standing out in the open peeing, someone will see you. But I stand next to the tree. I'm harder to spot.
Here's the thing: if you're out in the open, this is the misconception when you're ranging. You go out into the fucking desert and you think, oh, I should hide next to stuff. No, because you're blocked. If they can see you, you can see them. If you're out in the complete open.
What if I'm hiding behind a tree and I see you out in the open?
But you
don't see me because I'm hiding behind a tree pissing. And I see you pissing out in the open.
No, the tree won't cover you the whole way.
I'm behind the tree.
You know when in those videos when like someone leans out and there's a cat and they lean back and they lean back out and then the cat's really close?
Uh-huh.
That's what would happen. You would see me and you'd be peeing. You go, oh shit, that's a guy. And then you would look down at your dick and you'd look up and I'm killing you. I'd have a tomahawk. I'm now a Comanche. I'd kill you so fast, dude.
I would I would survive in the desert longer than you.
No.
One, because I'm fatter, so
No.
I could survive off of my own body longer. We should do it. We should hunt each other.
Yeah, let's hunt each other. Let's hunt each other, and then whoever we get back to the podcast, one of us has just got multiple arrow wounds.
That would be a sweet reality TV show.
Hunt your friends.
Dropping two guys off in like the desert and see who can. You just do it like
You're describing a real TV show that exists.
where two guys.
Because it's called Fugitive Hunt or something, where they would let people out in like orange things. They'd be handcuffed to each other, and then they'd have to escape from law enforcement that has dogs searching for them.
Whoa, was it good?
No, because everyone lost so bad. Like everyone was so bad at it. Very few people like knew what to do.
What happened? So it'd be two people. It'd be like a team.
Yeah, they'd be handcuffed together.
Okay.
And it would be like a father, son, a mother, daughter, like that kind of thing. They would have two friends or whatever. There'd always be like a little story. But like everyone who did good did the same shit. So they're like, oh, well, we can't keep the show going. It's obvious that like find a way to get the get into water, clean your clothes, cover your tracks, double back.
Do you think
fucking break the lock, go, hide, move slow, get to the fucking thing. It's like, yeah.
Do you think they canceled the show in the same way? You know, on Cops, people escape Cops on Cops, the TV show.
Yeah.
But they never show those because you can't show, the show's Cops. You can't show Cops losing someone.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you think they had to like cancel the show? It's like, oh, we're showing people how to escape, evade the police.
Maybe.
So maybe we can't show all these things.
A lot of people lost.
How'd they lose?
I mean, they would just wander out, and they'd have a big enough head start that like the guys and the dogs would like just basically track them down, and then they'd, it would be anticlimactic. They would like hide. They would get super far, and they would try a bunch of things to get the handcuffs off, and then they wouldn't be able to. And then they would be like cold and hungry, and they would complain for a while, and then the police would just catch up to them. So it was like, yeah, this show's pretty like not great. We could watch it. We could try and find an episode of it.
I would dig a big Punji Pit.
Yeah, right. That's the thing is you got to hunt them back.
Yeah.
You got to hunt them back, and that's what the show. Maybe the show had one guy and his son who were like fucking hunting the police back, and they were like, "Whoa!"
And the dog fell in the pit of spikes, and they're like, "Hey, this is just a TV show." And they're like running around naked, covered in mud, and killing the cameraman.
Sharpened sticks, dude. Punji Pits are crazy.
You're not supposed to say that.
Oh, Punji, because didn't they say it was like racist or something?
Yeah, one of the Tony Hawk games got in trouble for using that term.
Oh, they got in trouble not because it was racist. They got in trouble because it was insensitive to veterans, because a Punji is like the specific Vietnam thing they were all scared of.
For falling in a pit of spikes?
Yeah.
That is a bad way to go.
It is really bad, yeah. I mean, the spikes weren't even designed to kill you most of the time. They were just designed to horribly injure you.
Just to poke you and keep you down in a pit.
Yeah, and then they have to help you. And the thing people don't know is if you fall into a Punji spike pit, usually you're about to be shot at a lot.
Dude, of all the things in a pit, spikes have got to be the worst to fall. You got balls, foam. Those are nice.
Yeah, true.
Spikes, that one not as nice.
They have a pit of snakes. That exists.
A pit of snakes? I would rather fall into a snake pit than a spike pit.
No, but then the snakes just start biting you.
Yeah, but I could stomp on some snakes, which makes me feel good as I'm dying.
Oh, okay.
I would take a few out with me.
True.
The spikes I'm just getting poked and it hurts.
That's fair.
Would you rather fall in a bottomless pit or a pit of spikes?
Bottomless.
You'd like to start bouncing all the way down and...
Yeah, I'll just bounce and die.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's bottomless, you can like fucking... You can just, just like skydivers, I could just go, and then I'll fall. I'll fall for a long time, and as soon as it stops being fun, I go, okay, I should kill myself. And then I'll just fucking go next to the wall and just fly right into the wall, and it'll fucking bounce me, and then I'll start tumbling, and then I'll fucking bounce on the other side, and I'll die.
I think, yeah, if you
sick,
get enough momentum, you could probably kill yourself pretty easily in a bottomless pit. Let's say it's 30 feet wide, so yeah, you could.
Yeah, dude, that'd be sick.
How long do you think, because there wouldn't be any light in a bottomless pit.
Yeah, so you would just be falling.
Falling in the dark, you wouldn't even be able to really tell.
I would probably fall for a long time, as long as I could physically. I'd probably fall for probably till I got so thirsty that I was like, oh, I should die.
So a day or two?
Yeah, maybe. Because you would be like, well, maybe I'm going to get to the end of this, or maybe something's going to happen. I'm in a bottomless pit. That's weird. Maybe I'll live. Maybe aliens are going to pick me up or something. And then you'd get to a point where you're like, oh, I'm like dying of dehydration. I guess I'll just... Dude, imagine just flying through the air shitting. And then you just like keep flying. Like, I hope the shit is faster than I am, I guess.
I don't think it would be. I think
you'd have to shit to the side and then fly over, so then you'd be flying and the shit would be over there on your left. And you're just like, fuck, man. Me and this shit in the sky. Well, no, because the liquid falls faster than you.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. If you piss... Does it?
No, I think terminal...
Oh, no, it would go up. You're faster than the liquid.
Terminal velocity for different...
No, yeah, so if
things.
I just shit, I'll just shit. So that's a secret. I'm dumb. I shit down. That's not the move. You got to turn around and then shit up so the shit goes above you.
Yeah, but I think if you're laying flat, you won't be going...
No, but it comes out of you slow and then picks up momentum, so I will go faster than the shit.
You have to be...
This is science.
No, you have to be face down, head down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not sideways. Not
yeah. I'm flying down and my shit is coming out of my ass up. Because before I thought that I would like do a cannonball thing and shit down, but then I would kill myself because I would shit and then it would blow back onto my balls and face. And I would have shit all over me, and I'd be like, nah, dude, I'm going to fucking kill myself now, and I would go right into the wall.
How many times do you think you would jerk it before you were like, all right, I'm going to kill myself?
You'd have to sky jerk it like twice at least, right?
I would have a few in me.
Yeah, dude, I would. I would get
right before death?
Well, you'd probably be the first person to get multiple sky jerks in.
No.
Someone's definitely done it already.
Think if you have a bottomless pit, a lot of people will probably fall on and are still falling.
Oh, you think that they just fell and died of exposure? What if it's cold?
It probably is cold.
Yeah, you probably die of freezing to death.
I don't know. Would a bottomless pit, what's heating it? The core of the whatever you're falling through?
No, if it's bottomless, it's fucking magic, so who knows?
Then it's magically heated.
Or it's quantum, and maybe it's like it's like the fifth dimension thing, and you're just like falling infinitely through.
An infinite pit. Pretty brutal.
Yeah, it's a wild way to die we just invented.
I'm scared now.
Yeah, dude. I'm scared that I just am disappointed that had I been in the bottomless pit, I would have shit incorrectly.
And then have to deal with that.
And then ruin the whole thing, dude. And then you're just like, so now I got to take my shirt off and I got to clean the shit off of me. And I'm just like.
You know what this is? See, I'm in nature. I'm for my own sake. I'm going to go over there and piss on that tree. Where you're like, I'm free. I'm going to shit right here. And in the bottomless pit situation, you've shit and now you have shit right here.
Listen,
and you can't get away from it.
To have true freedom, there are risks. Sometimes you shit on your balls.
Where me, I'm like, I'm gonna fly over the edge and piss on the wall.
You're not a free thinker like I am.
I'm a free faller.
No, dude. I'm free falling. Free falling.
Free balling.
Dude.
All right. Well, there's a new thing to contemplate. This has been a very stupid episode.
Yeah, it was. It was bad. It was really bad.
I don't think it was bad. I think it was very stupid.
Not our dumbest though, for sure.
By far not our dumbest, but I would say this is in the top. We should start rating every episode after we're done.
This is in the top.
I would say the top 40%
of dumb.
Of dumb and good.
Well, okay, yeah, I think it was good. I think we had some key moments in here. I think we were supportive of ladies because we said Lady Jesus was the best version of Jesus.
And ladies have got into heaven.
Yeah, dude. We said ladies always get into heaven.
Mm-hmm.
But then I said ladies shouldn't go to gay bars if they're asked not to. So maybe that's going to make some women mad.
Not the women.
But then I shit on my own balls, so I feel like that's endearing and they should forgive me.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, bye, everybody. Yeehaw.